Hello, I am Anauto from Section B. My group and I are going to present a really interesting topic, which is the Internet of Things. I hope you enjoy it. Internet of Things, or as known as IoT, is influencing our lifestyle, from the way we react to the way we behave, from air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone to smart cars, providing the shortest route, or your smartwatch, which tracking your daily activities. IoT is a giant network with connected devices. These devices gather and share data about how they are used and the environment in which they are operated. It's all done using sensors. One of the most important questions that we face is, how does the IoT work? First of all, sensors and communication hardware collect, send, and act on data they acquire from their environments. Second, IoT devices share the collected data by connecting to an IoT gateway or other edge device. Third, the collected data is sent to the cloud to be analyzed. Fourth, the received data is processed by the cloud infrastructure and check if the data received adhere to the requirements and if not alert the user. Last but not least, the results are given to the end user, which is the consumer. Let's see the features of IoT. Connectivity. It is the heart and soul of IoT. That means establishment of a connection between different devices. Scaling. IoT systems are designed in such a way that the number of devices, sensors, or computers can be scaled up and down according to the need. Sensing. IoT devices gather information about their surroundings, such as temperature, light, sound, pressure, and then, after analyzing the data, take a decision. Analyzing. After gathering raw information, then why IoT needs this information? This is what we know after analyzing. Artificial intelligence. IoT becomes a lot more useful when combined with artificial intelligence. For instance, if you are out of groceries, your smart refrigerator can notify you to bring someone your way back home. Active engagement. IoT connects its devices and products with cross-domain technologies like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, etc. An active engagement between these products and technologies is essential to gather and manipulate data to make it of business use. Integration. IoT integrates various cross-domain technology like cloud computing, artificial intelligence to provide users with wonderful experience. Automated. Every technology comes with a certain degree of automation. In the case of IoT, the theme is all about automation. Security. Security is one of the major concerns among the users of IoT. IoT systems carry and store a lot of sensitive information, so the security of the devices and the data flowing between them should be given foremost priority. Endpoint management. For example, let us say your smart fridge orders groceries to a retailer when you are out of it. But if you are not at home for some days, it might lead to the wastage of groceries and is a failure of IoT. Therefore, endpoint management is necessary.
Let's move on to the technologies which are used for the deployment of successful IoT-based products and services. First one is radio frequency identification, which allows automatic identification and data capture using radio waves, a tag, and a reader. Second technology is wireless sensor networks, consist of spatially distributed autonomous sensor-equipped devices to monitor physical or environmental conditions. Third is middleware, which is a software layer interposed between software applications to make it easier for software developers to perform communication and input or output. Fourth is cloud computing, which is a model for on-demand access to a shared pool of configurable resources, which are networks, servers, storage applications that can be provisioned. Fifth is IoT applications. The IoT facilitates the development of myriad industry-oriented and user-specific IoT applications, whereas the devices and the networks provide physical connectivity. And it's IoT advantage time. So the first one is control and automation. The smart bulb is one of the best and simplest example of control and automation via an IoT device, and when it comes to business and industrial applications, IoT devices can be used to control robotic assembly systems, manufacturing lines, printers, and all kinds of other machines in an office space or factory. The second advantage is real-time access to information. Just looking at increasing popularity of real-time analytics and heat map tools, we can all agree that access to real-time data is incredibly helpful for both business and ordinary purposes. Third advantage is emerging businesses. The rise of new technology always brings an explosion of new business opportunities. Although smart devices have long penetrated almost every aspect of society, we are still years or perhaps decades away from widespread global use.
Continue with the fourth one, which is advanced data collection. The IoT provide excellent opportunity for data collection and business growth. Can also help business owner make decisions on a macro scale as well as a granular level. 5. Improved efficiency. By its very definition, the Internet of Things operates without human intervention. It's a system relying solely on machine-to-machine communication. 6. Improved quality of life. So far, we have dealt mainly with the Internet of Things advantage in business, but focusing solely on this aspect would be short-sighted. There are many ways in which big data and IoT could improve the quality of life of ordinary people. 7. Cost reduction. Internet-connected devices provide many opportunities for cost reduction. The IoT not only provide a chance to analyze data in real time, but improve efficiency across the board.
Now, let's talk about IoT disadvantages. Our first one is high internet dependency, as IoT systems can't function without the internet, so it's impossible to have a reliable IoT ecosystem without a stable internet connection. Second is no international standardization, as IoT compatibility is not standardized internationally. Devices produced by different manufacturers could have trouble communicating with one another most effectively. Third is the chance of system-wide corruption, as a single bug or malware attack could potentially bring down the entire system. The third is relative complexity, as design, development, implementation, and maintenance of an extensive IoT ecosystem is a relatively complex endeavor. The fourth is potential for increased unemployment rates, as workers in a specific field could run a higher risk of being replaced by AI, production layer robots, smart surveillance systems, self-driving vehicles, and other machines will replace humans in these positions. The last is privacy and security, as if the highest security measures are not employed, therefore the system could provide critical data to third parties and will be a real risk of network attacks.
And to clarify how the IoT works, let's mention some real-world applications and examples. The first application is smart cities, as Barcelona, which is a Spanish city and one of the foremost smart cities in the world, after it implemented several IoT initiatives that have helped enhance smart parking and the environment. Second is wearables, and its example is Fitbit Charge 5, which tracks your steps, floors climbed, calories burned, and sleep quality. Third application is Smart Home, and its example is Amazon Echo and Google Home. Their AI voice assistants are some of the most popular connected devices in consumer IoT. And the fourth is Connected Car, as AT&T was the first telecom company to own Connected Car Research and Innovation Center. And now it's time for mentioning the top 10 companies of IoT in 2022, which are iTechArt, Cisco, Huawei, Arma IoT Security, Bosch IoT Suite, SAP, Siemens IoT Analytics, IBM, Vates ITRX Group. This brings me to the end. So the goal behind the Internet of Things is to have devices that self-report in real time, improving efficiency and bringing important information to the surface more quickly than a system depending on human intervention. Along with an exponential growth in connected devices, each thing in IoT communicates packets of data that require reliable connectivity, storage, and security. I sincerely appreciate your attention to us. Thank you.